Let's turn to the Middle East, where Israel has announced that it has converted 30% of Gaza into a buffer zone as its military offensive continues. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu reaffirmed Israel's commitment to its blockade on humanitarian aid to the territory. At the same time, Israeli forces have resumed air and ground attacks, ending a 2-month ceasefire. The United Nations reports that around 500,000 Palestinians have been displaced since March the 18th, creating what it calls the most severe humanitarian crisis Gaza has faced since the conflict began. Israeli airstrikes have targeted over 1,200 sites, while Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz stated that Gaza is being left smaller and more isolated. In a separate development, Netanyahu has directed his negotiating team to continue efforts towards the release of hostages held by Hamas, which has signalled it is preparing a response to Israel's ceasefire and hostage release proposal. Let's move to Europe now, where a Russian drone attack has killed 2 people and injured at least 16 others in the southeastern Ukrainian city of Dnipro. The attack, which took place on Wednesday evening, also left several fires in its wake. Among the injured are 3 children, including a 9-month-old. Local officials say 15 homes, a student residence and a food plant were damaged. Authorities report that one strike came dangerously close to multiple offices. Dnipro mayor added that the number of injured could be as high as 28. Meanwhile, the US Secretary of State Marco Rubio is set to meet with French leaders in Paris tomorrow to discuss the war in Ukraine. The talks will focus on Russia's continued military actions and Iran's nuclear program. This marks Rubio's 3rd trip to Europe, underscoring growing concerns over the conflict's toll on European security. Let's move back to the Middle East now, where Lebanon reported 2 deaths on Wednesday from separate Israeli strikes in the south, including a drone attack on a vehicle in Wadi al-Hojah. Israel's military confirmed it killed a Hezbollah operative from the Radwan force in that area and later struck another target in Hanin. Despite a ceasefire reached in November, cross-border attacks have continued. The United Nations says at least 71 civilians have been killed by Israeli strikes in Lebanon since then. Hezbollah claims the overall death toll stands at 186. Israel maintains 5 strategic positions in South Lebanon, while Hezbollah has begun ceding military outposts to the Lebanese army under the terms of the truce. Well, that's all we have time for. We will continue to bring you more global news updates. Thank you.